Good morning, Darcizzle Nation. I hope you guys are doing great. Today, we are going deep sea fishing out of our home waters here in Boynton Beach, Florida, and we literally have not been on our offshore 23-foot pro line in like almost a full month. So I'm really excited. It's really fishy out there. There's a lot of good fishing reports lately, so I'm excited to get out there, and I think we're gonna roll out right now.
On the way, you got that good vibe. I want to spend some time back here with you.
We're out here trolling. We ran out basically to run and gun out here, and we ran out about 9 or 10 miles. Really weedy in the area right now. We just scored a fish, first fish of the day, on the cigar weight deep down on the bent butt here. But we got a keeper Mahi Mahi, schooly Mahi. But hey, we got fish tacos. All right, gonna measure this guy on the sea deck ruler because I can't really tell if he's a keeper or not. They have to be 20 inches to the fork, which is right here, and he is actually like 21 inches. So keeper fish, woohoo! Smoke. Hold on. That one got smoked. That one got smoked. Top line. Let's go. Let's go. Keep that boat straight. Try to keep that boat straight. Oh, wait, we got a second fish in the boat. Another schooly dolphin. I don't know why his eyeball's so red. Poor dolphin. Well, we're not going to release him like that. We're going to keep him. He is definitely a keeper. But hopefully we can find something bigger today. But at least we're in the fish. We know where they're at. There's a lot of weed around today. And these little guys are all over the place chomping on little flying fish. Fish on, guys. We are slaying the dolphin out here today. Mahi Mahi, whatever you want to call him. But like we wanted to do, we came out here and it's been an east wind basically all week. It's Friday today for us. And when you have an east wind like that, especially on the East Coast where we are in Florida, it's perfect conditions to draw in all the bigger fish from the Gulf Stream.
That's the Origo one, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We are slaying it out here, guys. We are just having a ball catching these smaller sized mahi. But, you know, it's mahi. We're catching fish, so I really can't complain. It just seems to me like today there's a lot of smaller ones in the area, which is a good sign because the big ones will move through soon. And this is the time of the year when the mahi run through here and go back north on their migration. So eventually the big ones will be here as well. But this is a good sign. They are slamming our red and black, what is that? The red and black sea witch. Couldn't think of the name today. Ooh, we got that fish in. And it's a little bit bigger than all the other fish we caught earlier, but I'll take it. But look, you can see that our grizzly cooler here is filling up. This guy doesn't even fit. But we've got like 3 schooly dolphin in here. Awesome.
She's the one I'm thinking of. Hey, the only one I'm thinking of. Hey, she's everything I'm dreaming.
Switched up tactics already. We decided to come in and basically come in shallower. We're in like 200 feet of water, drifting in with the east wind. And we once again wanted to switch it up because we caught a bunch of dolphins, but it just seemed to be the small ones. You know, we don't want to catch a ton of baby small dolphin all day long, so we got like 3 or 4 in the grizzly cooler. And we just dropped down. We got live pilchards we picked up this morning, and I just hooked up to a fish down on the bottom. We're gonna see what it is here in a second. But we got a major moon phase that's going off. That's that, or he's on weed. One of the two. Ooh, it's deep. Oh, line's on.
Go get him, Frank. He's right up front.
Streaming line now. You gotta help lead her. Okay. Stupid bonita. Cut it, just cut it.
All right, so it doubled up. Darcy's fish got tangled up with Frank's, and so now Frank's got his. She was all tangled up. We're catching fish. The bonitas are good for bait.
And then when he came up, he started doing circles, and that's when he wrapped our other lines with pilchards out.
What do you got, Sam? Frank? Here it is.
I don't know what I got.
You got a bonita?
Probably a bonita.
Pick up.
Yes, I locked your wave.
Sure, I remind you, ladies, that Frank is signal. He's ready for action. Frank, you gotta go around in front. Bring your tip down and do something. Frank, my God! Frank, that better not be a good fish. Whoa!
Big bonita.
Big bonita.
We got shark bait. We made a little move, just moved a little further north after that first drift and catching that short mutton and a couple bonitas, which is awesome for bait. But once again, You know, I like to really bottom fish, especially this time of the year. It's a great time to just actually throw out live pilchards, and you can catch big blackfin tunas in low light conditions in the sunrise and the sunset, but also catch nice size bottom fish this time of the year, because even like the mutton snappers spawn during the May full moon, and that's coming up in a couple weeks. But I figured why not try, and we got beautiful baits. Dropped it down pretty deep, got a lot of line to reel up, but I've got something, and it just stopped fighting. I think it's floating. Might be something good. Another short mutton. Double over. Please stay hooked. Please stay hooked. I'm just gonna pray over here. He just totally doubled over that rod, playing with my live bait. It's so cool to watch mutton snappers hit. I'm like really confident it is. I'll be shocked if it's not. Okay. Yes! Told you guys. I knew that was a mutton snapper. Finally gonna get my keeper. 90, just under 100 feet of water. That is a keeper mutton snapper. All right, so we're measuring them on the Sea Deck ruler just to make sure. I know he's a keeper, and he is probably like 22 inches. They gotta be 18. I am pretty happy right now. 100 feet of water, and you can see his eyeballs just like totally came out of his head there. Love catching them, and we're gonna try to get another bait out real quick. I thought the spot wasn't gonna be great, but it is. All right, trying to get a bait down really fast down to the bottom in the same spot where I caught that mutton. But basically, when you're even using live bait, I do the same with dead bait. You want to go through both their lips like that, not sideways through the nose, because then it'll actually re-hook on the bait. You want this barb to be pointed out, so any fish that eats it is going to get hooked himself. So that's the best way to do it with the live bait. Send them straight down to the bottom, and you're going to avoid that hook burying itself inside your bait. So the live bait, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna let him swim out. He's all the way out, so it's fully extended. So that way my leader is not gonna wrap. I like to throw him out so it's like a straight leader line. Got my weight. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and drop it down controlled. You don't wanna drop it down too fast. You wanna free spool it, of course, but you wanna control it with your thumb. So that way the weight doesn't fall faster than your fish, and your fish doesn't wrap around your main line going down. So it's like a little bit of a trick to doing that, but just controlled, nice and slow, moving all the way down to the bottom. And when you're using, ooh, I already feel him pulling. When you're using live bait, what I like to do is, my weight just hit bottom. What I like to do is lock up the drag, bring them up like one or two turns on your handle, and then just leave them there, because your live bait is going to do its own thing on the bottom, and you want your weight off the bottom, so that way it doesn't interfere with anything, and the live bait is going to be presented naturally to the fish. And if I were using dead bait, I would actually try to keep my weight on the bottom as close as possible, kind of like drag it along as we drift, so that way the dead bait would be presented like on the bottom, almost like naturally like a dead bait. So you don't want to like up in the air suspended fish, no. So it just depends on what you're using. Oh my gosh, I just got slammed. Come on. Crazy right now. Oh man, he's pulling some drag too. Nice. Oh, it's a stud. Oh, it's a stud. Hang on, let me get him all the way up. Oh my God. Boom! Back to back mutton snappers! And guys, I'm giving you guys tricks and showing you guys what to do. And it actually worked this time. Boom! I found the mutton snapper honey hole, baby. That is a mutton snapper for this area. Oh my God, that's a 4 or 5 pound mutton snapper. That's amazing. Amazing. Look at him. He's not even blown up. You see, he's like perfect. He fought all the way to the surface. The other one kind of floated. This guy fought hard, start to finish. No. Come up. This one is pulling. Now I got him. Oh, I just found a snapper honey hole. This is nuts. Come on, baby. You're coming up. No freaking way right now. What the heck? Freaking slaying mutton snappers. I can't get over it. Wow. All right, finally, he got cooked in the corner of the mouth. That is a stud. That is a fat fish. I can't get over it. Now I'm really gonna drop a dead bait and see what happens, but these guys are munching. Incredible. We just looked up the rules and regulations too, because we were curious. We don't, you know, we want to conserve. Ow, he's like, you're allowed 5 per angler or maximum of 10 per boat. So this is our 3rd mutton snapper going in the box. Beautiful fish. And these guys are fat. Look at their bellies. Just pretty fish. We are definitely gonna do a mutton snapper catch and cook for you guys. I can't wait. And show you guys how delicious these guys are and tell you all about the rig, what I'm using, and how to catch these fish today. But wow, amazing. Let's check out how big he is. See that ruler? He's about 25. You can pinch that tail. He's 25, he's an inch bigger. Freaking sweet! And I get my hook back. But now we're gonna go ahead and try a dead bait and see what happens. But I honestly think these guys are munching so good. Marked them on the depth finder, and with mutton snappers, they almost look like a Christmas tree on your depth finder, right on the bottom. We marked them. We moved back out to the spot where I caught the last 2, and sure enough, we just scored a 3rd. 3 times a charm, baby.
Like this.
We're to support, Frank. You're the man.
It's been a long, hard day.
Long, hard day?
Catching some mahi and some big mutton.
Nice.
Cheers. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. All you moms out there.
They're not going to get this after Mother's Day, but
Belated
happy Mother's Day.
Belated. Digging. Spraying to the fish guards right now. All right, raise that rod high. Back up. Nice and slow. Boom!
Pretty close.
No, he's a keeper. Oh, me and Frank agree. All day. I just scored literally the last bait in the water. I must have caught 10 mutton snappers today. We just slayed the dolphin and the mutton snappers, and it was just a great day. So, right in the corner of the mouth. Circle hook. This is a 6/0 mustad circle hook. The first couple big ones ended up inhaling it, but these guys, since I'm fishing shallower water now, it's about 70 feet of water, he's not blown up. So he fought all the way to the surface, and that last 20 feet I had to hand line. So I was just like taking my time because I'm using 30-pound leader to get that bite today. Beautiful mutton. I'm gonna say he's 20 inches. The sea-deck ruler really does come in handy. And sea-deck, oops, sorry guy. And sea-deck really does have an actual sea-deck ruler that you can purchase on their website if you're interested in sticking a sea-deck ruler on your boat, because it will definitely be a lifesaver. He is 20. This is the 4th keeper mutton today. And that's the most muttons we've ever caught, like keeper-wise, on our boat. And pretty sure the biggest mutton we've ever caught as well. Wrapping up our day, we are back inshore, like in the intercoastal waterway. We are going home, but you can see I have the mutton snappers all laid out. The dolphin are underneath, but we were doing a couple pictures for our sponsors and just for social media and all that good stuff. So you don't follow me on social media, the links are in the description below, but follow me on Instagram for some sick pictures, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. You won't be disappointed, I promise you. But epic day. I have nothing else more to say about that. I mean, I killed it. I mean, I must have caught 10 muttons. It was awesome. I loved it. Can't wait to get back out there again. But this was like a great way to get back on the water, deep sea fishing here in our home waters. So I couldn't be happier. And I can't wait to go home and eat these yummy things. So thank you guys so much for watching our video. We appreciate you as always. And hey, check it out. This is my shark rash from, actually I'm all beat up, but this is my shark rash from our trip to Sanibel, Florida, when I fished with Axe Sharks and Morgan Matson, and we were like handling those sharks on the beach and stuff, and I straddled one and ended up getting really scraped up. So my knee is finally healing. I've got like big bruises all over the place. I don't know if that's from my fall or what. I've got blood, scrapes. I'm just like a total mess. But you live and you learn, and if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. So that's all I gotta say about that. Don't ever straddle a shark. And but yeah, it's all good. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you, and as always, follow your dream and keep on catching.